Yes, it's a good morning. As you can hear from the call of nature, every bird out here is crying and everything is happening, meaning it's a good and colorful morning. Thank you and welcome to the show. I'm Miles Marvin, and today I'll be hosting one of the big dogs in KIU, that is the guild speaker. He'll be giving us more and telling us more about his journey and even telling the students what he thinks should be done, how politics is effective in KIU and the rest. I'm going to give him time to introduce himself due to the effect and influence of time. Welcome, sir. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Good morning.
Good morning. I'd like you to introduce yourself to the people viewing and the public at large.
Well, I am called Ivan Kazora. I'm the current guild speaker of Kampala International University, main branch, Kampala, main campus.
So, Mr. Ivan, was being the guild speaker your first political position in life? Was this your first time to be a politician, or you've been doing it earlier?
Not really. I've been a leader before, and I think naturally I'm a leader. I come from the west parts of Uganda, and that's where I grew from my low primary up to this, up to A level, yeah. From primary up to A level. I remember even in my primary I used to contest. Actually, the first time I contested, I lost. I contested as a timekeeper and lost in my primary. So I still did not give up. But as a sharp guy, actually, when I get to senior one, I still contested as a timekeeper. Timekeeping is key.
Yeah.
I still contested as a timekeeper. As a young, short, small gentleman, I was on for that, and I thank God I won the election. That was not enough. In my senior two, I was the secretary of the school council. Yeah, senior two 3. And that was part of my leadership in O level. In senior 6, at the institution where, senior 5, an institution where I joined, I was coordinating my class, but still that was enough. I was the head prefect of that institution for that particular year of 2017? Yeah, 2017, 2018, up to when I came to the university later on. And still, when I joined university, I still could not look down on myself. I had to push on for my political career. I had to push on with it. I had to try all the bits around. I remember I joined in the elections of the interim primaries, and I was in my 1-1, mobilizing for, as a mobilizer for a certain gentleman who later on in Praise Bosco. He's currently the chairman of the interim chapter KU, and I was campaigning for him to the freshers, which was a successful one, and it made me get the real picture of how politics is running in KU when I was a fresher. That made me keep on aspiring, and I knew what to do from the beginning. That's why later on, now I'm the guild speaker of Kampala International University. All
right, with that background, I'm now going to compare different universities to KIU. At this time, Makerere University is holding their, I think, campaigns. They're going to start elections soon, but it is so vibrant. Why do you think that Kampala International University is not so vibrant when it comes to politics?
Well, thank you very much. Kampala International University has a special way it conducts its elections. Particularly, it is the way they conduct it is not the way other institutions are conducted. It's a free and open election to all students. For example, when it comes to the guild president, and that's the main thing. So here, the main thing with the guild president, we have the electoral college system of governance as per the constitution of the KIU Guild Union. Only elected guild member of parliament, those are the GRC's guild representatives, are the only ones that vote for the guild president. As of now, from the colleges you have to find that we have only 28 guild representatives.
Yes.
And these MPs now are the ones that will vote for the guild president, not all students. So you'll find that even the election at the lower level is more vibrant than one at high, because it's easy for someone to capture the numbers of 28. It's easy for someone to mobilize the numbers of 28. So you'll find that we have to forward an NRM candidate, of which I admit have only one party at KIU of NRM, and you'll find those will be the elections that will determine the president. Someone who will not pass there will not do what? NRM has had a record in Kampala International University for the last 10 guild presidents, with the current one inclusive. All have been from the NRM party, which finds that now at the other universities they have other parties, and they always, you see, like NOP is, but I don't want to get much deep into the details of the parties, but still explaining about that. So you'll find that students will be more vibrant at lower level than and high. And now we have also come into a trend where you find that more young youth are more interested, some are more into the area of Mfunira Muwa.
Yes.
How do I benefit if I get into the leadership of KIU, for example? That's why you'll find that even you have a less competition at the college level, that students do not show up in good numbers to even contests. So, and for example, this is very evident by the cabinet that is, sorry, the guild union that we have currently. These people at college level, all of them were unopposed last year. Someone takes it as an advantage, but to the other way around, it's a disadvantage. Why shouldn't they come up and compete? They will want first to see maybe how will I benefit from it or anything, and maybe when they see they don't, that's why they will not show up. And there are many various reasons, and I don't have enough time to explain why these students, if maybe, actually that reminds me, we need to also make another good survey. These students have a lot of reasons why they are not much interested in contesting, and you find elections are that. But majorly, the main reason why KIU elections are not so much vibrant is the electoral college system of governance, which is majorly in only KIU. I don't know any other institution, big institution like KIU. It's the second ranked best private university, but still, that's the main reason.
So, giving that and putting that aside, you've talked about people passing through uncontested or unopposed. Do you think that a number of students say don't know the procedures of election or what to do to become leaders? Can you highlight a few things necessary for one to become a leader at KIU?
Well, that's very much also important. I told you initially that I have various reasons, and I may not all highlight.
Yes.
But talking about that issue of the main qualifications, actually, that is a very big highlight to everyone who is even wanting to contest in KIU. Before you even show up, first understand, do you really qualify to contest? For example, there are major and key things you must understand. For you to contest, you must have a CGPA that is not less than 3.0. So you find that someone is even not sure that of their marks, but they are coming out to contest. And when the Electoral Commission brings the qualifications out, the student, that particular candidate may lose out. We've seen it especially in this year's very elections we had, whereby 2 of our candidates lost out because they did not qualify, And these qualifications, the major ones, you must have that CGPA, and for the guild president, it's 3.5. Then you also must not have a retake. So in case you have a retake, just forget about contesting. And you must have a good disciplinary record. You cannot come to contest when you have met the campus disciplinary committee. You will automatically be disciplined. So to those are the main 3. There are a lot of regulations and rules that will govern this election thing, or these people who are supposed to be contesting. So those major three are key that everyone must observe. The rest, I think, they are not so.
All right, do you mind talking about the issue of multi-party system at Kampala International University and how effective it is?
All right, so I will not go into deep details about that, but there is a saying, I try to bring it in English, not from the local language of ours, that when you get into this family that is eating fries, you are a visitor. You'll also adopt the system of eating fries.
Yes.
Literally meaning that there are some situations that you'll be forced to just move by the way they are. When you're in a new setting, in a new environment, there are new cultures that you just adopt. And because you may not bring an immediate change, it's a process. So the multi-party system at Kampala International University, it has been the culture here.
Yes.
Has been so, and actually it has been just like that for quite a good couple of years. I'm not so sure about that. It is, I've not seen multi-parties bringing candidates to contest. So it is something I would refer administration explain very well more than I would do. But that's the culture here. Just like you will go into a new home, you find that for them they eat lunch at exactly 1. You're not used to eat at it, and you just, because you're still a visitor there.
Yes.
But when you're a family member now, there is something you can do, and maybe that will also bring another impact. But that's a process, not something immediate. As
we all know that universities are political boosters to students, because now at university you're being prepared to be a citizen. What do you think should be done to boost politics more so on student level at KIU to awaken the minds of the youngsters here?
Well, that's very interesting. In the first place, we have involving the multi-party system very, very actively. That maybe we not, and majorly, the most thing that will bring in the election that KIU and contesting and everything to be more vibrant is allowing the entire general body of students to vote for the guild president.
Yes.
Actually, it's a recommendation we're always giving. The swearing in we had a few months ago, also the outgoing guild president talked about it, that we need to allow it. It's something we are advocating for and also trying to push it. How best can we involve all students to vote for the guild president, the students leader? But you find some students don't even know their leaders. Yeah. So students are not interested into it because they don't see a reason why they should. And some also will also be like, they want to see how best they can benefit.
Yes.
And they want to see a good share, huge sums of finances like allowances, sitting allowances, and all related privileges of a student leader. So you'll find it a bit into that angle whereby they, I need to see where I can rob from, how best it can benefit me, which is okay. But also the other way around, you should not look into that only way around. But of course, it's very necessary. It motivates someone to keep on doing their work and doing their work also passionately. So the main recommendations that can boost this election is involving in different party contestants, allowing students to actually eliminating the electoral college system of governance, whereby the only guild MPs, guild representatives, are the ones that vote for the guild president.
Right.
Whereby if we have all students vote for the guild president, I'm telling you, we'll have the most vibrant election in Kenya.
Yes.
We find those small universities are even having more vibrant elections than ours. Why should all MPs, GRCs, 4 of them from each college, be unopposed? You just pass through without voting. It's someone who sees it as an advantage, like, okay, I was into it, I'm from the School of Mathematics and Computing. Ours were just like that as well. I will say it was an advantage to me that I had no stress of elections.
Yes.
But still, it is a disadvantage. You need in this competitive world, that is something abnormal.
Talking about the elections, do you think that, as we all know, that universities play a big role in the nation politics? Universities are the start of politics in the nation. Here I'll dictate, I'll need a yes or no. Do you think KIU can be used as a role model to that, to national politics?
Role model to national politics? Of course not. Do we see only one party on the national level? Or do we see only, for example, only member of parliament and cabinet ministers voting for a president? That is evident.
All right. So, a few days ago, a document was produced and the third increment of the graduation fee. As the Guild Council, what has been done?
Well, and that document was overwhelming to all of us, the General Students Leaders Body, and the General Students as well. And an immediate action was taken by the Guild Union, though a few of them are in holidays, but the Guild President released an immediate document that was against it to the administration. And it was so immediate because it was overwhelming. These are big sums of money. Yes. From anyhow. It increases. You don't know any reasons. No students leaders were involved in the fate of increasing it. We don't know why. So that's why you had to also take immediate action, of which you're trying to make a move on seeing how best can we really tackle that particular thing. How best can we advocate for our fellow students? I know it's a really big topic to talk about, but trust me, we're not settled. And you also saw that immediate document that was moving on social media.
Yes, yes. So, do you, when it comes to the leadership here, do you think the leaders we have done mentoring, have mentored the students into politics appropriately?
The leaders?
Yes.
In the university or outside?
In the university here.
Well, actually that would be a good step if it was done, but it hasn't been done to the maximum. To some level, it has been done whereby some leaders who are nurturing some particular people that can also come up in the area of leadership. Personally, I'm doing that, but I'm not so sure if any other person is doing that. Personally, I was nurtured by someone, I may not disclose, to also come up for such a position in and actually on the other side, maybe on this, not on the students level, I have a mentor, but still I think to my own point of view, it is not so much, it has not been so much been observed.
So do you think, as you yourself, are you a role model to students here?
Wow. That's a very good question. I may say, but I am, and I would wish you would still go on and make another survey to those who know me.
All right.
I still need to nurture and help and guide more and mentor more and be that best leader everyone can be looking up to.
Do you have plans of joining country politics? So do you see yourself achieving more in politics or joining more country politics at a university?
Yes, definitely I have to. Definitely I have to. And I'm not settled about that. I've started positioning myself very well, getting one or two connections here and there. I see myself in that big parliament of the Republic of Uganda. In any way, whether as a youth leader or whether I'm anything, but I must be there. That's a sure deal.
In a conclusive remark, I would request you to advise students of Kampala International University, those willing to join leadership and other student bodies at large.
Wow, it's very interesting, and what I can advise every other young student who wants to come up as a leader, the best and the number one thing you will need to is to work on yourself, because you will not want to be a leader who people are not happy about. Okay, as a leader, you cannot please anyone. Of course, everyone will not like you if you're doing the right thing. But I always tell myself, I don't care whether the whole world hates me, but as long as I'm doing the right thing, it's okay. Number one, be exemplary. Be a leader students will be looking up to. Be a leader before you even contest. Don't come into a class and you're just there doing things anyhow. Personally, I was exemplary from the initial beginning. I did a bachelor's in IT. Outside, people call me a law student because of my smartness. Be smart. You can't. Okay, to be a leader, you'll be on top of them. You'll be okay. See yourself actually if you want to be a leader. Is there any particular aspect you're better than these people when you're with them? You may not be the best student in class. Actually, the best leaders were not the best students, the smartest.
Yes.
You may not be the smartest intellectually, that you always have A's, but still as you're trying, is there anything you have that is any quality that you have that is better than these people? So be unique. Leaders will not be like others. Be unique. Take yourself as a leader from the beginning. That's when even when you come to contest, people will fear to contest against you. It was very hard. People, even when they wanted 4 GRSs from my own college, I am the one who brought the rest of the 3 because they thought maybe they are coming against me. They had to fear me because I was extraordinarily exemplary. Even I treated myself as a leader before. So that is number one. And I'd care you. Before you contest, even outside, first be sure you qualify to before you even pick nomination forms. We were so much embarrassed. It was something very bad that this year's elections, some candidates lost out because they did not qualify to contest because of some of the main 3 things I explained initially, that they did not meet up the level. First, know what is necessary for me to be there, and do I have these things? Then make a move. Don't be stressed tomorrow. You find you don't have a CGPA of 3 point something. You find that you have a retake, and you're just realizing this when you have already deep invested your time, your money into the elections. No. What you need to do is to first make sure you qualify. If you find that you qualify, you're good to go.
All right, it was a great time with the guild speaker, Kampala International University, who has told us a number of issues. Many student questions have been answered today, and I would like to say goodbye to you. It's been my channel, Miles Marvin. Thank you so much for tuning in. Till we meet then, thank you.